Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, welcome to another video. In today's video, we got some cards back from grading. Let's find out how they did. So, here in Canada, we've got a company for grading called MNT. They grade a lot like Beckett, and if you're not familiar with grading cards or what I'm talking about at all right now, basically there's a whole business around sending your Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, what have you. You send them off, they evaluate them, and then they send them back to you with a grade. So MNT does something kind of similar to Beckett, where they do subgrades for their cards, and that's kind of why I chose to go with them. As well as being in Canada, I don't really want to pay the duties for shipping to Beckett, or there's a huge wait for PSA cards as well. We also got a bonus Darkness Ablaze pack, so I'm going to leave that in the corner for now. So I will confess I have seen the first card graded. That was just in trying to figure out which way they were facing, and it's too bad, but at the same time, it got a pretty good rating, so we'll get to that card when we get to it. So we've got these guys here and these guys over here. Got two stacks, and I hope they're not organized in like order of quality, but we'll find out. So which side do we start with, left or right? I'm a lefty, so we're gonna start on the left side. Now I've submitted 15 cards, and I won't know exactly what the card is until we're in it. These are so nice. Okay, so this is a one of the Hidden Fates Charizard GXs from its tin. And we got, whoa, a 9.5. That's incredible. Wow, that's our first card. And you can see how there are sub-labels, if I can get nice and close here. So there's sub-labels kind of letting you know how you did with each grading. They grade on corners, edges, surface, and centering. So I wonder which edge, one of the edges is not quite right on this card. But nonetheless, we got a 9.5 on our very first card. Okay, let's go back and forth on the two here. So we'll start the right-handed pile. The silver, I think, is 7 or 8. Okay, so I had a whole first edition Gym Heroes pack that I bought like 4 years ago, and I just bought it on a whim for 50 bucks. The pack's now worth $400. I sent like a third of the pack, and 8.5. Okay, so this is a first edition Lieutenant Surge. The corners, interestingly enough, are really where it didn't do too well. That is okay. It is an 8.5, so we'll put the 8.5 right here, and we'll hop back to the left-hand side. Okay. Ooh, this one I'm excited about. Lucario GX Rainbow Rare. Now, I got a really good feeling about this card. Let's see how we do. Yo, 9.5. Okay. So we got 9.5 corners, edges, surface. The centering is what messed us up. It looks like it might be a little bottom heavy to top. Maybe that's what it was. Not quite sure. Regardless, a 9.5 is a fantastic grade for any Pokemon card. Okay, right-hand side. I'm loving all of these gold labels. There are so many of them. Okay, next up. Another one from this first edition Gym Heroes pack. We've got Misty's Goldeen. How do we do? 9.0. So we got a 9.0 on corners, edges, and centering. And the surface got 9.5. The surface is like if there's any scratches or anything on that, that's like a real sign of wear on the card. Okay, 9.0. All right, on to left-hand side. And we're gonna speed this up just a little bit because I don't want this to take forever. Okay, the first of 2 Charizards from the Evolution set. 9.5! Whoa! Okay, corners, surface, and centering, all 9.5. The edges is what's got us, and I can see just a tiny little something in the corner. Not on the corner, but on the edge. Wow, this is so exciting. Okay, right-hand side again. Another gold label, which means it's at least a 9, I guess? Ooh, okay. This is also in the Gym Heroes first edition, Blaine's Charmander. Ready? And 9.0. Okay. Corners 8.5, edges 9.0, centering 9.0, and surface 9.5. I think most of the surfaces for these first edition Gym Heroes are going to be okay. It's everything else that is out of my control that will affect the grade of that one. The way that the machine cuts the cards is okay. So the way the machine like cuts the cards, sometimes they're not quite aligned, so it's not quite center. There's a whole bunch of variables that are often out of your control when it comes to grading. So Charizard number 2 from the Evolution set, 9.0. Okay. 9.0 on corners, surface, 9.5 on centering, and 8.5 on edges. The surface, I think I lost grades because there's a couple print lines, or at least one print line. You probably won't be able to see it. Oh, maybe you can. It's like right here all the way across. So I wasn't expecting a perfect grade on this card, but a 9.0 is fantastic. Okay, back to the right-hand side. Okay, another Gym Heroes. We got Misty's Psyduck first edition, and we got 9.0. Interesting, the surface got 9.0 as well. The edges got 9.5. Very cool card. Okay, welcome to the 9.0 club. Left-hand side. Flip her over. Yo, okay. So this is one of the most special cards to me. The Full Art Silver Metal Dialga EX. How did we do? I got this card probably in like 2011, 2012. Here we go. 9.0. Let's go. Centering got a 9.5. Surface and corners got 9.0, and the edges got an 8.5. Wow. It's so hard to see this card. Like, it's such a beautiful card. If you just take a moment to appreciate it, there've only ever been one silver card in the Pokemon trading card game history. And I am so jazzed about that. Wow. Okay. Next up, Erica's Dratini. This may very well be our last Gym Heroes first edition cards. So what do? We got a 9.0. Corners and surface both 9.0s. And edges 8.5, centering 9.5. Almost looks like there's a little something stuck in the card there. Or in the Okay, cool. That's awesome. All right, moving on. Okay, we got a silver label, which means it's between 7 and 8.5 down to 7, I think. I've got 2 of these cards. They're Suicune from the Neo Discovery. I think that's what it is. Okay, there's one that's good and the one that's not so good. This is probably the good one. Interesting. So we got docked on the surface. I've had this card for going on almost 2 decades, so understandably so. 7.5 on surface, 8.5 corners and edges, 9.5 on centering. Cool. We'll just shift the 9s down. 8.5, 8.0. Right-hand side is up next. Down to the last 4 cards. First edition Rocket Squirtle. Now, I don't really know how I got this card. It's a first edition, and I just went, all right, let's send her for a grade. Okay, 6.5. Not fantastic. The centering got a 9.5, but the corners and the edges and the surface all got docked. And you can tell that this card has been around for a little while. It's got a little bit of something down there. And right at the top here, there's just a little something there. So it's okay. Some of these older cards, I'm not expecting fantastic grades. I'm just hoping to grade them so that I can... some of them I'll hold on to, some of them I'll sell. Okay, here's the other Suicune. Now this one will probably not be great, but I thought it's an old card. Let's send her anyway, see how we do. Oh, interesting. Also an 8.0. I'm actually really surprised by that. 8.5, 8.0, 7.5, and 9.0. Both of the surfaces on both of these, just not great. I'm going to end up selling one of them and keeping one of them, but for now, they live in the 8.0 pile. Okay, last 2, here we go. Okay, so this is just a common Charmander. I want to have a Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle eventually, and this was the best Charmander that I had. So how'd we do? Whoa! 8.5. Okay, I'll take it. Corners, edges, surface. Those are the 3 that are below 9, and then the centering got a 9.5. That's awesome. I was not expecting that. And this is the last card. This one I did see. This is my Espeon from Neo Revelation. I think that's what it is. Last but not least, we have a 7. Surface is what killed us. We got a 6.5 on the surface, but centering got a 9, edges 8.5, corners 8.0. Okay, you're gonna hang out with your buddy Squirtle, and just to wrap things up, I do want to open this pack, and there are some cards I want to show you that I'm going to be sending for my next grading. Some of them you'll recognize if you've been following my channel for a little while. Ooh, we got a white code card for a Darkness Ablaze pack here. 4 from the back. We're gonna go Lightning Energy. Haha, pats on back. Okay, let's see how we do. Kabu, Simisage, Vanillish, Bunnelby, Vanillite, Gothita, Nickit, Shelmet, Reverse Mimikyu, and a Hollow Blaziken. Cool. I have not opened very many Darkness Ablaze packs, so... Okay, so we've checked out all of these great, amazing grades. Now I want to show you a couple more cards that I'm going to be sending to grade over the next little while. So, if you watched one of my more recent openings, you saw that I pulled this Charizard VMAX. This is the best Charizard V promo that I have, and I'm hopeful that these are all going to be pretty close to 10s. This Zamazenta V Gold card. This one is just for me. I really, really like this art. Pikachu EX, it's an older card. Okay, now we've got some Neo cards. I've got 2 of each of most of these, and I left the lesser of the 2 in my binder. So we got Houndoom, Typhlosion. This one I don't have duplicates of, but I think it's going to get a good grade. Steelix. And finally, one of the hardest ones to get a really solid grade on, this Yanma. And I really think it's going to do well. All right, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe so that you can see future videos. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.